Hello everyone, this is a quick rundown of our plan for week 8, which is going to be Monday 10:18 and Wednesday 10:20. Before we look at this week's plan, I do want to mention that if you can't find your weekly calendar, the digital copy is available right here at the top. So I'm just going to open that up in another tab so we can have them side by side. And let's scroll to week 8. So a quick recap of last week, actually, we have 2 lectures completed, and actually on Wednesday we finished, let me back up. Monday we did all of lecture 1 and a part of lecture 2. Wednesday we did all of the remaining part of lecture 2, and we did chapter 4, lecture 3, page 165, number 36. We did these class notes at the end of Wednesday. Just in case you were absent, I still posted this in week 8's folder, so it's all in the same place. But if you were in class on the 13th, you have already done this class notes example. Okay, zooming into week 8. So it starts off with lecture 2 homework quiz, which you already have a copy of. And if you were absent, I have posted a blank copy in this week's folder. This is a skills quiz, and remember, the only pieces you're really paying attention to on this right now are the solving by graphing, the solving systems by graphing, and then also the elimination question. The substitution question is optional. We will cover that on the 25th. If you remember substitution from high school, awesome, go for it. If you're not so sure about it, no worries at all. Just be focusing on, again, the solving systems by graphing and the elimination question. So on the 18th, tomorrow, 10:18, the starting place is refreshing your memory or doing question 36 if you were not here. That's the class notes example. And then comes 2 class practice questions, page 165, number 35, and page 166, number 40. Following that, we have our textbook homework. If we go click into week 8, let's see that lineup of materials. So here's the blank copy of that homework quiz I was mentioning. Here's the answer key to that homework quiz. Please make sure all corrections are done in a different color. Here is the lecture 3 notes example number 36. If you were absent, you're going to want to click into this and very carefully go step by step through this example and catch up with someone in class on the conversation surrounding those notes. Notice in the title we have a reminder that this was already done on the 13th. Then comes our 2 practice questions. So once you try these with a partner with your small group, you can come here and check your answers for each of these. I recommend doing them one at a time and then checking your answers one at a time. Following the class practice, we have our homework assignment for Monday, and here are the answers for you to check when you are ready. So that is Monday's lineup right here. Looking at Wednesday, the 20th, we have chapter 4, lecture 3 homework quiz. Again, you already have this copy. You picked up both of these quiz copies at the end of class on Wednesday. But no worries, if you were absent Wednesday, I've included a blank copy in the folder. We'll take a look at it in a second. And then it is a full real-world practice day with a focus on number 50, 59, 60, and 61. And homework is to finish the workshop. And then Delta Math has actually been open now for a couple of weeks, so continue working on your Delta Math. So let's go look at Wednesday's materials in the folder. Scrolling down here. Here's that blank copy of the lecture 3 homework quiz if you need an extra copy, or if you weren't here, here it is. And then we've got the answer key that goes with it. So again, remember corrections in a different color, please. And here is our lineup of questions. Page 50, 59, 60, and 61. I'm trying to remember the page number. I think it's like 166. Could be off by a couple pages. It's in the same chunk of textbook practice pages we've been working on. Let me see if I put the page number at the top here. Okay, so I don't see the page number here at the top. I'm pretty sure, 99.9% positive, it's like page 167? 167? So for example, on number 50, go read number 50 on page 166 or 167. It should be talking about pheasants and partridges, and then you'll know you're looking in the right spot. So our lineup is 50, 59, 60, 61. These 4 real-world questions are kind of the grand finale of our real-world practice. If you can conquer those 4 questions, you know you are in really good shape. If you're able to accomplish 3/4 of those questions, awesome. Use this time to work with your group and really focus on the pieces that are holding you back a little bit. And always remember you can email me too and we can talk about your questions. These are not, and let me emphasize, these are not canceled classes. You have a lot of really good practice here to work on. Each of these is set up step by step for you in the Blackboard folder. I'm hoping this video helped break down what each document here means and the order in which you should be working on them. Remember, my recommendation is that you are not working on these activities solo. These are labeled, you'll notice in the file title or the week folder title, study groups for these 2 classes. Eastern has approved these 2 days for me to be at the conference as days away from Eastern with a solid approved plan for you each to be working together in this practice workshop style. So I cannot emphasize enough, these are not canceled classes. You are getting together, please, with classmates. And it would be great if you have at least one partner from class to be working with. If you are a commuter, I understand that with your schedule, it may be better for you to work away from campus on your own. If that is the case, I completely understand. Life circumstance changes from person to person. I just ask sincerely you do your best to check in either with me, by email, with a classmate, check in on answers, how's it going? My folks who are on campus, it's much easier for you all to collaborate with each other, so please take advantage of that opportunity to not be working on these 2 chunks of real-world practice on your own. It'd be a lot more fun to work with a group. So coordinate, decide where you'll meet. Remember, the classroom is open, I believe, so you should be able to actually meet in our classroom if you choose to, or the library. There's study rooms in the library, so lots of different options. Notice what's coming up in week 9. So on the 25th, this is going to be our last homework quiz. This is a real-world question quiz. And again, notice this is going to be a full real-world question with 2 real-world linear constraints and 2 non-zero constraints. A lot like what you've been practicing during week 8. And if you can do that question, you know you're in good shape. This entire class is dedicated primarily to skills, but 50-50 almost, depending on your needs, between the skills pieces and the real-world pieces. After this homework quiz is complete, the rest of class is a study block for us to work together, answer questions, practice. We can do work on the board, we can do work together, you can work with each other. It's going to be a really good day. And then our Chapter 4 test is on the 27th. Scrolling back up, I'm hoping the review of what's coming up week 9 adds more importance in our minds to this invaluable practice time during week 8. I hope you have an amazing 2 classes. Any questions at all, please reference this video for the breakdown on what each of these documents is. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your evening. And as always, please don't hesitate to email me with any questions. Good night all. I'll see you on the 25th.